black. We Gucci, fitted cat, running back.
Do I even fucking do an intro? Like, what's the...
Oh, you waited until...
I don't... All right.
Are we going to do the whole professional...
No, listen. Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I am... you know that machine Steve Urkel had, that like thing that he like did he keep that in the Winslow basement? Like, where the fuck was that thing?
Which one is it?
That Stefan machine.
Stefan machine, right.
Yeah, I feel like he was just like he really just was interested in their fucking lives.
Yes, it was in his lab for sure.
What lab? Was it under the Winslow house? I feel like his lab was under the Winslow house.
Where was the lab? Yeah,
but anyway, you know, he would have this like weird like juice that he would like, I guess he would like drink some of it, and then, cause I remember him like smacking his lips, he would like drink some of it and then pour some of it into the machine and shit.
Yeah.
And then be Stefan, like, what was that, like just Chad juice?
Classic serum.
Chad serum?
Chad serum, yep.
Yeah, did he know how to make that?
He got it from
he had to be in some like government, like
he got it from whoever
shit.
had the most swag on the show.
Do you think that's what he ended up doing later, was just like government shit? Hell yeah. It's fine. I'll think that out. Just
unwrap
absolutely,
it. Then.
Yeah. Just fucking unwrap it.
I was drinking some cool juice. I'm sorry.
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, he had the fucking. He had to be getting into like some government, like just black ops shit later in life. If he can just make juice that just makes you a cool joke.
What's he up to now? Yeah,
just changes your personality. They were like, could you do this but for angry?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, where the fuck was he? Do you think was he getting it from Eddie? Was he sucking out of Eddie at night? Is that why Eddie got his ass beat that one episode? You remember that episode?
Did they do
Eddie
like
got washed? No, you never seen it?
He got caught up in a gang. That was pretty classic.
Yeah,
plot.
dude. He got his ass beat.
Maybe part of the gang initiation was he had to eat Steve Urkel's ass.
Probably.
And you're like, I want you to eat that.
I don't even know what Eddie sounds like. What's this about, Eddie? This is weird. But yeah,
I like your sister.
But yeah, I have that juice, and I've made it into a smokable form for you all. Some people will call it freebasing, but I don't know. I just think it's a more efficient way to get it. And yeah, I'm selling that. I'm hogging that.
So you smoke it, you turn into Steve Urkel. I mean, I'm sorry, you turn into Stefan.
No, you just feel real chill.
Oh, it's Stefan's you.
Yeah, Stefan's you inside.
Yeah.
Yep. And I am. If you had that machine, but you didn't put the Chad juice in, the Chad serum in, and you just put in like, I don't know, a family history of alcoholism, way too much weed for one person, and a heretofore undiagnosed mental illness, and that's me.
Yeah,
is that a good intro? Yeah, is that a good intro? Just a shivering, angry man.
Hey, Isaiah, introduce yourselves. So.
Oh yeah, I mean that'll do. I tried.
That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just hit us with the Family Matters. Don't play it. We'll never get stuck.
Whatever happened to Family Matters?
Oh,
Milkman,
that's coming.
the Family Boy, Family of TV.
The reboot.
That's how it goes, right?
It's not about the family, right? It's just
nothing about it. None of that shit's about. I mean, it was right.
Didn't he have like it all comes down to
who
family?
Was the mom on that show? Was it just like the? I feel like she was also a very loud, abrasive character. What are you doing, Steve? I feel like her. I feel like the dad and the mom both were just like
The mom was definitely a secret smoker.
She only had so many types.
She had a pack under the porch, right?
Yeah, she had a pack under the porch.
She's like, I gotta get this.
Urkel probably caught her once. She's like, you ain't gonna rat me out, right, Steve? He's like, oh no.
I'm gonna tell the cops you got into that fucking basement.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell the cops about all that fucking copper you've been stealing.
You making fentanyl down there?
Who?
Yeah, he gets busted.
Urkel, knowing nothing about drugs, it's he just knows what the drug's actual name is, like the chemical name. Yeah. He's like, fentanyl. What?
Fentanyl? Which one? Fentanyl.
Yeah. Fentanyl.
And then later on, the cop has to try to repeat it, to hilariously try to repeat it, and not have any idea. The kids are calling it skank.
Local nerd taken down for a fentanyl lab in his basement. And under the police chief's basement. Yeah, wasn't he the chief of police?
Local chief
was
of
Carl
police.
the chief?
Yeah.
Damn.
In whatever city.
Damn, it was a big city. Where they live?
No, he was like
he had to be beat
a
cop.
captain or something.
He had to be beat cop. Not beat, but he was like mid-level. I feel like he wasn't doing a lot of running
He's
around.
seen some shit. He's definitely seen some shit though.
He confronted he confronted racist white cops.
Yeah, can we get the Carl spinoff? Yeah.
He sees some. No,
Just
we don't want a spinoff.
Young Carl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't want to see.
It's my first day on the force.
He has like a dumb.
I found a dead baby on the street.
Doesn't he have like a Martin Lawrence like cop partner? He has like a dumb cop buddy partner.
I have no idea.
That's pretty classic.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
His first day is just like training day. He's fucking. What is this? Oh, you just smoked PCP. Sherman Hemsley. As you Larry.
It's actually Chicago.
It was Chicago. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. He saw some shit.
Saw some shit.
So they definitely,
There's definitely reality where Carl Winslow got killed by Lil JoJo.
Yeah.
I pictured JoJo, the like one song like 2003 pop star JoJo.
No, dude. Lil JoJo.
Yeah.
The fucking Chicago like street kid.
Oh no, I assumed I figured that part out.
Fucking Urkel has to go to Lil Reese like, hey man, I need you to help me take down this little JoJo guy.
And why would I help you?
Let's just say
I got access to some materials.
I have a machine that could change everything.
I could change everything for you. Yeah, he was like not. Whoa. It was before Reese was like a cool guy. Yeah, he was just kind of like a nerdy inside dude. He's like,
it just hit me like Chief Keef went into the Stefan machine without the cool juice, and that's what happened to Chief Keef.
No, he went in with too much cool juice.
He OD'd on it.
He might have.
Classically, just like over medicating. Yeah.
Chief's
self-medicating.
Like, hey, we're posted up at my grandma's for house arrest. So Steve, if you want to build your machine in my basement, feel free.
If you look closely, you can see like a bit of it in the back of the fucking Love Sosa video.
It all makes sense now. Chicago, it's such a small city.
They all got access to the. Yeah, what you fucking put in there?
Nothing. I just drank too much coffee.
Damn. Okay.
Took a big gulp for everyone.
Gotcha,
For all those lost on 9/11, I took a big gulp of 7-Eleven coffee for you, bro.
Dude, it's funny.
We always think about
I pass
you.
by 7-Eleven every day, and like someone brought up like, oh yeah, have you gotten a Slurpee like recently? And I was like, whoa, I didn't even cross my fucking mind a Slurpee like.
When's the last time you had a Slurpee? Like a mystical black man?
Yeah, dude, I had to be like, I was a teenager.
See, when a 7-Eleven opened up, when I lived up in the Heights, there was a new 7-Eleven open up, and I was like trying everything there.
Trying everything like it was new.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was like
because it's a fresh have. It's
the best.
It's the best it's gonna
First
be.
Slurpee ever.
Oh yeah, dude. Everything was very tech.
Everything's working correctly. Like yeah. It's not. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so good.
There's a cool.
Got a cool bug.
Cool creature. It's
Walking
Venom.
on the wall.
Venom.
Here comes and crawls into the mixer.
Oh, that is some Venom shit.
We got some Venom.
Get his ass.
Uh-oh.
Get his ass.
I didn't get the bug because the bug outsmarted me. We got smart bugs on Storm's
that
ass.
one's fine. It's not gonna fucking kill me.
This bug ain't gonna kill you, but Jared Kushner will.
He eventually will. Like some debris from his fucking buildings are gonna
fall. Yeah,
right into my fucking head.
I was thinking about, or like someone that lives in buildings just gonna run me over on my bike one day.
Just in a Range Rover.
Yeah, and get away with it.
Run me over,
like,
just absolutely crush my legs, and all I'll be able to yell is just like, "You still live on Storm's Ave, motherfucker!"
Yeah.
You still suck. You still suck. You live here with me.
This is not a nice neighborhood.
You live here with me.
I haunt him.
Dude, I love this neighborhood though, dude. I always love to live in a part of a city that people from that city still live in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's always like, if you live in like, I don't know, some place in New York, you move there and it's just like everyone's a transplant around you.
Yeah.
Like there's no real like,
that's true.
Actual like, you know,
it is
presence
nice.
of like
do
the people.
Get that vibe
it's kind of nice to just see like, you know,
yeah,
people completely out of their minds because they've been living in their hometown for 35 years.
Yeah, good old fashioned like down the block grudge.
Yeah, it's just like grudge has been building for just decades.
Like, you got me in trouble for that thing in like 1983.
Yeah, they remember each other from school. They have school grudges.
Yeah.
You
You remember when you got me detention?
I love that shit.
Oh
dude.
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, yeah. My landlord, he raised his family in my building. He once gave me all the dirt about all the other buildings, all the other landlords and shit.
He's like, this guy beats his wife. This guy,
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that guy, he puts a lot of garbage in his backyard, but he's nice.
Oh, really? Just like neighbor gossip.
Hinting at all their vague secrets, like.
Yeah,
This guy's got some. Every once in a while, his garbage bag is real lumpy, and
pretty full. Yeah.
A lot of men swing by over here. Apartment 3.
Yeah. Guys throws out a lot of condoms.
yeah. He said, this guy refuses to sell his lot. Refuses to clean it.
It's like, how do you know all this?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a real kind of just like hometown towny shit that you want to get. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you probably shouldn't live in like an area that's too home. Dude, I remember always telling me about some like, some girl he knew was like, living down like, nicer part of Manhattan or whatever, like pretty cool, but I guess moved up to Harlem because of like, I guess Harlem is cool to live in now if you're just like
cheap.
I guess, yeah, it makes sense.
Wow.
But
I mean,
like,
you get big places. Look
yeah,
at like,
but you gotta just like,
Jay's
you
place.
gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. But like,
yes, of course.
yeah. And he said like, this girl was like, oh my god, someone tried to like assault me. Like, I was like in my like stairwell, and some guy like tried to, and like, I was like, damn, that's like kind of terrible. Like, what the fuck, like that, that's like, it's insane. But I like went to see her once, and I get there, and she lives like right next to the P's, dude. Like straight up, like I like step up to the door, or whatever, and I hear down the street, niggas are just like, yeah, let them know we outside, yeah. They're like mad dudes and shit. They're like fucking like they're throwing up gang signs and shit. They're fucking yelling, brah, brah, all this shit. And like meanwhile, I'm in there, I'm like wearing like a blue like sweatshirt. I'm just like, yo, these niggas really can't be color banging right now. That's nuts. It's fucking 2020. Like I can't. It's like. Yeah, it's so fucking wild, yeah.
She,
but,
you know what happened is she went to the Black Lives Matter protest last year.
Like,
She's
I can do this.
I have no black friends. Why don't I just fully submerge myself into black and culture? And she thinks like black culture is the projects. And, so she just moves across the street.
It's just like you can't be living it. If niggas down the street from you are fucking like filming the Hootie Hoo video, like inside the black void from the Hootie Hoo video, they're wearing chainmail, but also technology. Like you gotta not fucking live there, dude. Like,
oh, you want to dance in our video? We got these black leather suits.
Yeah. I remember another day I was there, and like, as I like pull up to a place, whatever, I just hear there's a nigga playing the Dreams and Nightmares intro. Like as I pull up, I'm just like, yo, you gotta get the fuck. Connecticut is fine. You can move back home. You gotta get the fuck out of here, Ma. Like this is nuts. Dude. You're gonna die. Like you're gonna like you can't be here.
Always fun when you hear that song starting to gain its momentum because you know something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
He's
like
being real sweet. Honestly, I heard it for the first time.
Yeah,
just now. So I would have been like, wow, nice.
Were you inspired to do crime?
If you were checking a place out and it was like playing out a car like loudly, like that's unusually, that's kind of tame actually, uplifting. He's like, I don't talk much, and then then it drops and it's like, oh.
And I mean, if you're playing that song in this, what year is it? 2022? Did I fuck?
Yeah.
If you're playing that shit now, like you are like. You really like you never left. Like you still push. Like you really.
Oh yes.
You push big,
dude.
Like that.
Point fours.
That song and like some dirt bikes like in the background. That's like a nigga summoning ritual. That's how you just amass like dudes in tall tees will just fucking
a burning car. Yeah, burning car. People doing wheelies.
Yep. That's how you fucking really get a pop on the block.
Got some 8-ball jackets showing up.
Yeah. You got some thick Averexes showing up.
That's an Averex.
You got some real
dusty Air Force is about to bust my ass.
You got some real spitty blunts being rolled.
Ooh. And no one's passing to me. Everyone's taking 5 hits.
Yeah, you got some fucking real ones out
Bullshit.
there. Non-fashion do-rags.
I came here to fucking do the Hootie Hoo video. Now you ain't passing shit to me.
Niggas calling each other Wode and shit. It's like, yo,
Wode.
We gotta go.
Wode. Wow.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
You don't get the blunt if your black leather skirt
jacket
is not far enough out.
Damn, speaking of the fucking Hootie Hoo video, y'all see the fucking NFL Real Nigga Hours halftime?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, I love it. I remember seeing the trailer and being like, yo, they took a left turn. Like, they were just like, we got to fucking correct course. Like, we got to correct course right now. Like, I've never seen such a sharp turn from like 5 years ago where they're just like, nah, we're going to not talk about this. You're going to get fined if you're going to do it. And now they're just like, Roger Goodell was actually one of the dudes down in wearing the Dickies outfits doing the fucking yeah.
Raj, good for you, Roger.
Yeah, I saw he was dancing during the fucking Mary J. Blige during the Mary J. Blige part.
The one white guy.
Yeah. That was Roger Goodell. That was him. He's like, I'm sorry, I swear. I guess it was kind of hard to notice him. He was also wearing a do-rag. He was trying to get his waves up.
I think about all the Kendrick's dancers, and they all like have dye their hair and beards blonde for this one Sunday. Think about the one guy who's just can't grow a beard. They're like, you're a talented dancer. But we really appreciate Adrian for coming out here, but it's just not gonna work.
We're gonna have to go with Dontel.
We're gonna have to go with Dontel, and Dontel's like, yeah.
I'm not even that good. I just grow a good beard.
And Kendrick's like, top of the morning. Top of the morning.
I love that shit. He popped out of fucking cardboard boxes like Solid Snake.
Yeah, was that a thing? I don't know what that was. What was I supposed to?
It was just cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure it had some deep meaning.
I like
fucking
the fact that they're cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, it could have just been a set. If it was like for no reason, it could have just been made of something other than.
Yeah, no, I think it was like, hey, I don't know, I live in a cardboard, but I don't get it. I don't know. I'm a homeless
I just
rapper.
want to be able to step over these full like waist height boxes.
Do they throw the boxes, or are they like?
That's a good question. I like to think some PA somewhere took one.
yeah. Some scuttling over like yeah. I love how they put Mary J in the fucking the classic older like diva outfit, just the all white gloves and I think J-Lo and fucking Shakira were like gigantic the same thing last year or whatever. Not even last year. Last year was just some country guy, right? Dude,
no, I don't remember.
I swear to God, it
was Miami, right? Wasn't that the point? They got some people from Miami.
Last year was Shakira.
Was it?
Shakira and J-Lo did it together, and it was like the most sexual thing ever.
Yeah, I think they might. Yeah, I think there's a year in between.
Didn't see old angry dad saying that was the worst halftime show.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just real funny the course correction And I kind of called it too. I was like, because it's like all those like big black artists play, and then it's like Eminem. I was like, he's gonna kneel. He's gonna be like, they're gonna throw him out kneeling. I was like, they're gonna roll him out on the fucking thing, kneeling. But like he didn't. But he did it like he rapped his verse, and it just was like kneeling. I mean, the whole time. Yes. Like, he was just like, I'm down here.
Thank you, Eminem, for being the social justice warrior.
yeah, bearded Eminem.
Your beard is weird.
Yo, his beard is fucking weird, man.
Dude.
They wouldn't let him dance.
It really is like
weird.
colored
it's
or
so
something.
disconcerting.
I think my biggest regret when I worked on that Eminem video was not taking a proper look at his beard. I didn't really want to get caught staring at him.
Yeah, looking at him. Yeah,
he had a lot of big dudes with him.
Who is this guy?
They were
all
nice.
Like that?
I will say. Shout out to M's big dudes who are nice.
Yeah, I feel like the people around Eminem aren't trying to like attack him. They're probably like, "I love you, man." They probably get a lot.
Yeah,
they probably just like nice interactions.
Probably gets a lot of mom spaghetti.
yeah. That's probably the worst thing he gets.
Yeah, they're all just like, yeah.
Hey, I love Kathy Griffin in that Real Slim Shady music video. He's like, what?
What?
Shout out Kathy Griffin.
Mom Spaghetti. They really made him do Lose Yourself too. I'm like, this nigga's got way more songs, and they just like are like, nah, dude, do Lose Yourself.
It was like the most surface level. Yeah, it's like it was like the most popular song from each one of them. Just
yeah. I mean, like it's funny they had Drake come out because it's just like he is like just like old now. He's like an old billionaire, so it's like kind of hitting the same. Like it's kind of just like. Like, oh well, I made a deal with them to be able to, as long as I can advertise beats, I'll be able to, whatever the fuck. Like,
I'm surprised Kanye West didn't just like show up on it and be like, "I let you know, Kim, I love you. You are my queen."
Just run into the field. Yeah, I really kind of I expected that.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Dre. You one of the best, but.
Yeah, I love you. Good, you good. I love you too. But
with the face mask, and he's like running into things.
Yeah, he's like knocking over dancers and shit.
Fucking marking up stuff with his boots.
He probably did. You zoom in, you look closely. He's like fumbling around in the background. Like he almost made it. He brought his own little spotlight.
Yeah. He's still doing.
No, this is it. This is the halftime show over here.
His kids are crying and they're on like the jumbotron, like, "Hey, there's Kanye West's kids."
Pete Davidson there, just like
skeet,
kissing their heads.
Weird.
Yeah,
This is
man.
fucking
He's
weird.
like, "This is weird."
Wow.
Yeah, this co-parenting stuff is weird.
I know the fucking booth guys are in there fucking still trying to figure out how to roll a fucking how to roll a blunt. They're like, they said we have to do this to keep our jobs. I don't know. The NFL real nigga half hour. Halftime show.
Yeah,
If you don't know how to roll it backwards, get the fuck out.
It was the good, the thing with the company that like owns the name, of the stadium. They're like a refinancing company for like student loans. They're like, what better way to promote our name to get the demographic of people that owe us all money? A great show. It was funny too how self-centered everyone is in this day and age. I mean, I guess always, because everyone's experiences their own, but like there's so many self-centered, like, this year's halftime show was finally for us. And I think
it's like
every year it's for us. It's always just like pop artists with popular songs.
Yeah, it was
like,
The Weeknd.
It's a wild demo. Oh yes, The Weeknd. Yeah, he had that crazy.
It was like a whole like huge production, cameras moving around.
Yes,
shit.
a lot of like
that's what it was.
He was in an enclosed set in the beginning.
That's what it was.
This year, Dr. Dre drove on like a tractor trailer.
True, like.
And like they unloaded virtually nothing.
See, it seems like it's actually
just got a bunch of dancers.
Better on television than probably live in person because of these elaborate sets they make now.
I mean, same thing when you're watching like a fucking any sort of live show, like a play. It's like, just seeing all the moving parts kind of makes it like a bit like it's like weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that other show was made for TV. The Weeknd.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that was a COVID year. I don't even know what I wonder what the attendance situation was at that Super Bowl. Because, like, I see that now, like, with the Super Bowl, people like, oh, well, these people are not wearing masks. Da, da, da. It's like, okay.
They like built a set on the seats of the end zone. Like they turned a quarter of it into the halftime show.
It's,
Fireworks.
Yeah, probably
there were no fireworks.
Half the audience was just, dancers.
Yeah, literally just paid actors.
Yeah.
Fireworks. That was a funny comment I saw on like a My Central Jersey article about the halftime show. Was the best part of this show was the fireworks when it was over.
when it was American back then.
Yeah.
So you found that in the comments of My Central Jersey?
One of the news things that like. Mind you, I was forwarded. Like someone was like, "Yo, read the article comments on Facebook."
Oh,
it is wild.
Oh, the comments on the Facebook post.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, sorry. A great one that someone was promoting was like, all of these artists in this halftime shows have used satanic imagery and satanic hand symbols throughout their careers.
No, not
Nice.
50. Oh, I guess he's like a vampire now since he.
Upside down vampire.
No, they didn't actually have 50. Oh no, they did have 50. But 50s was like just like some weird like just like three fingers
just a gang
up.
sign,
Like,
exactly.
oh,
This
is
is a
white
thing.
supremacist.
Not just a photographer caught him in a weird pose. Like, yeah.
Oh, a lot of them actually weren't. Like, usually these play like, oh, that's a weird.
Yo,
but a lot of them really weren't like very valid. Like Mary J was just like waving. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's like these are watching
Yo,
this. Nobody's catching me doing any gang
I
signs out here
cannot
by
believe
accident.
they have fucking 50 Cent descend from the fucking ceiling. Like, yo, you are a grown ass man.
I didn't look up till he was like down, dangling.
Grown ass man.
Clearly, all the blood rushed to his head.
He's in his late 40s. 50. You 50. You can't be. Yo, once you are like in your 30s, being upside down, that's over for you. You're done. Like, nobody's inverting me no more. I'm not doing that shit.
I've been upside
that's
down.
over. That's
on a roller coaster.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But that's like sanctioned. Like,
In a
you
pool.
can't just be. The funny thing is,
50.
wasn't he just making fun of Madonna for doing some like weird like kind of like too young for her age shit or whatever?
oh, like calling her hoe,
yeah, but just like that photo.
Dude,
I mean,
he
photo
ain't
shoot,
wrong.
That photo shoot was funny as fuck. Like, it's
dirty
like,
old
it's like,
whore.
what are you doing?
I wish I knew.
Yeah, but you
no, dirty old Madonna.
Oh yeah, she's just been like, I don't know. She's got like a lot
dude.
going on. She's like kind of getting older and she got a lot of work done.
Yeah, I
like,
think she's having a mortality crisis.
midlife. I think
She's
just like
she knows she's dead.
Yeah. So she's like did this like photo shoot that was like really like I don't know, risque, whatever the fuck people call it.
I mean,
and it's just like, yeah, you're in your 60s. You probably should chill.
If you're like a pop star, once you show your nips, like nobody really cares anymore. You can do whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
but
you
he's
want.
just making fun of her because it's like like you old as shit.
yeah. Well,
his words.
50 Cent, the same dude who like fucked Chelsea Handler. Like, so I respect him. He knows old white women when he sees them.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
Yo, one time I saw
Shoot him
him
a little
on. I saw him on like the Fox Business Channel or like the MSNBC like business channel, but he was in a suit. He was in a panel of white dudes and 50 Cent in a suit, acting as like what's his name, Curtis Johnson.
Water. Yeah,
like Curtis Johnson, CEO something. Curtis Jackson,
CEO Vitamin Water.
Yeah, he was talking about like acquisitions and shit, like a boss.
Wow.
And I'm sure the other guys were like, well, 50 Cent.
Have you ever met Chelsea Handler?
Dude, that's like, who knew, man? Even the fucking, like the fucking Chappelle bit was like, we need to hear from Josh. Like, damn, 50 even stole a laugh from him. We need to hear from 50 now. Like, people want to hear from 50. Like, god damn. Can't even have his own shine. Ruined his career. But yeah, don't be hanging from ceilings. You're a grown ass man.
Wait, he ruined his career what? By fucking Chelsea Handler.
No, Gyro's career. You remember the whole thing.
Oh, ruined Ja Rule.
You remember the whole thing.
I don't know. Maybe sometimes you got to think. Maybe Ja had a lot to do with ruining that.
He probably
career.
had some. Yeah, when you see how he got involved with Firefast, he probably had some shit. Yeah,
You look at that.
He's
that
not like
decision.
a smart. Yeah. He's not a good business.
He was trying to make 50 look bad. He was trying to become like the big businessman. Well, I got my own festival.
Yeah. I got my own thing. Yeah, I can do this without. You think he's still? Yeah,
That's
he probably
so
still
sad.
mad. He probably still mad as shit about all that.
Could you not? Dude, once you get embarrassed.
About all that. God damn.
How could you
Can't
not
believe They
be?
rolled out all these fluffy ass rap stars.
Dude,
everybody looking paunched.
Imagine.
They're all looking like Busta Rhymes. That one fucking that fucking what was the other the Grammys? Just mad fat.
At some point, it's a guarantee. Ja Rule spoke to a therapist about 50 Cent.
You think? I feel like
yeah,
I feel
dude.
like John's in therapy. Yeah, I feel like John's in therapy.
At some point, he's like,
Yeah,
I'll
at least
try it.
now,
Yeah,
at
I'll try
post
it.
fire.
Yeah, post
He's
fire
like-
definitely like if not like some sort of like court mandate.
Yeah, like a sign of good faith. No. He knows. He went
He
to
knows what he did
rehab.
wrong.
He went
Yeah,
to
yeah.
therapy.
He's probably asking his therapist, like,
He's a
what about
Tony.
the CBD stuff?
What about the CBD? No, Ja.
Delta 8. Is Delta 8 going to let me
We
pass?
call him Ja.
No.
Delta 8, dude. That's a new fucking weed tech. What do you think weed's gonna be like in like the future?
Ooh. Delta
So,
69.
like I thought about all these like fantastic technological advancements and shit, but really all it's probably come down to is just like your weed jar will be connected to Alexa and it'll just be running low on Nug. Like that's about.
Add more Nug to your cart.
Yeah, add more. Yeah, it'll directly. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a year away from now. Amazon
Do you
will be
want the
delivering
Amazon
us like
brand?
ounces.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
Amazon
I'll be like,
Basics.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Amazon
Alexa, I want to get so blitzed, I just like can't focus to Mandalorian at all. All right, finding the right amount of kush for you to blow at a bomb.
Analyzing body weight. Analyzing. Yeah,
Analyzing,
they just
yeah.
have all your fucking
hell
biometrics and shit.
Oh, you would
Yeah.
definitely be breathing into the Alexa too.
Yeah, no, Alexa's like, take a dab too.
Would you like to order a new dab rig?
Would you like to? Oh, and yeah,
Ordering.
you
She
drop
just
it.
orders it. Yeah. Ordering a new dab rig.
Shucks, would you like to order a new dab rig?
Oh, you got the. You have like a 50. He's like, oh shucks.
Oh, I was hearing like the
50s voice
clearly evil British hustler guy. He's like, shucks. I'll have to order you another $400 bong.
Oh, that's a shame you got your bong smashed there, mister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Next time, don't buy Indian glass, you
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
yeah. The bongs.
Order the bong.
Oh, the
or
bongs
I
just
call the
break.
cops.
The bongs will just break. They'll just like evaporate over time.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be made of just like. old
It'll
bongs.
just upgrade. They're like, you need 5.0 bong.
Yeah.
It'll
I
just
love
shatter.
this.
It plays a certain frequency. It just shatters. It's like ordering new bong.
Yeah, clean this up, you bum.
Dude, that's
Subscription
kinda gonna
services
suck
for your
when
bong.
it's all just commodified.
Okay.
Yeah,
Netflix
that's what I
for
mean.
bongs.
Literally, like the what are those like fucking little kits you get? Those like monthly kits people buy. Any of those boxes. Yeah,
disposable bongs.
No, it'll just be like $50 worth of bong products in a $30 and a $10 box, whatever the fuck, and it'll just be like pipe cleaner bullshit.
Oh,
it's gonna it's.
Oh wow, yeah,
dude. That's why I'm not getting rid of my bong. My great grandkids will look at it like, this was a bong before the bong reform of 2038.
Yeah. They don't make them this big. All of them are like a centimeter away.
It doesn't say like it doesn't say like the brand name on the side or anything. Pyrex.
It's just like it has no electronic capabilities.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, he hid this from the police.
Yeah, dude, this bong's off the grid, man.
You have to use your lungs to hit this bong. It doesn't serve you the hit. He's like, what? Like, you use a lighter.
You can hide it from the cops. You can hide it from your mom.
Yeah. Dude, like, really?
There are no flames anymore.
If our moms find out about this, they'll freak out. They'll report us.
Yeah. No one knows the smell of just like regular burned weed, like lighter burned weed is anymore.
Yes. So actually, when you hit the bong, they're like, oh.
Yeah. They find a regular bong and a lighter, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, it's like a big, and like, what the
fuck? They're like, fire. I've only heard about it.
I've heard this happen. Yeah. They got little like zapper.
So kids
electric.
I've only heard about this.
I once, when I was 5, saw a gas refinery, and it burned a little fire. But then the libs closed it down.
No open fires. It's too dangerous.
Make electricity now.
Everything.
When General AOC closed down the gas refinery.
Yeah. It's like all the right wingers are hoarding the oil, so they couldn't get the oil anyway, and then they closed down refineries because it was just like everyone's fucking up.
Now they're just standing in front of the weed fields with like AK-47.
Yeah.
This is what we got. This is it. You guys want to legalize it? This is ours now.
Yep. We got agriculture again.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a bright future. I can't wait to get my fucking weed. It'll just be in your head. It'll just be like,
in your head.
In your head.
Yeah, Elon Musk's like, so what up, my 420 goers? I have the 420 Neuralink
you know what
upgrade.
Sucks the most is that he's probably gonna live. He's gonna be one of the people that lives forever. He's gonna be one of those guys.
Oh,
who
no.
he's gonna be like a robot or something.
See,
he's gonna be talking to us through Teslas. He's gonna be the Tesla.
We're gonna have to deal with him for the rest of not even our lives, forever.
Our children's
fucking asshole.
Children. Yep.
He's gonna like get himself into a robot brain or find some sort of weird way to like move his consciousness into some young man who's just like, oh dude, I love Elon. Like, it's a fucking dork.
Become immortal.
Dude, it's gonna
set up shop on Mars.
But some people will be like, it's all fake. It's all acting. It'll be like the new, like Messiah shit. It's like, it's not fucking real. It's just a guy claiming to beat Elon. And the next generation is like,
no, dude, no one can be as dorky as him. No one can be as much of a fucking nerd.
I'm sure there's South Africans just as dorky.
Nah, because he's like a unique case of like a rich. Well, I guess if you're in South Africa, you're kind of doing well, or else you wouldn't be. But yeah, like a rich, like fucking, Well, I guess he was like his family was pretty wealthy, South African that just learned like the shittiest American culture. He's like a rockabilly and shit, dude.
Oh yeah,
he's like
he carries a comb.
Yeah. He's just like he has multiple layers of just like being just like a fucking shitty dude. Like
uniquely, strange ways to be annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Many layers of just annoying guy.
Bad sense of humor.
But he hit the blonde, dude.
He hit the blonde. Dude, he hit
like such a nerd.
That shit looked like it was gonna kill him.
It made nerds and like losers below him think he was a little cooler, and everyone else
Didn't Rogan tell him to stop? Wasn't he like, you good? Like,
cool.
You hitting that a little hard? Wasn't he like...
He's like, it doesn't work on me. And then he jumps out of his skin. He's like...
Rogan's like, that's pretty cool, man. Like, so...
You're an alien.
So I heard you lived in California for a while.
Where'd that come from?
Like, so what made you move to California?
That's pretty much.
Can you pass that back?
If I've ever seen any episodes,
on the blunt.
Yeah. Pass that back.
Pass that. You're talking
That's like really good shit, man.
He's not listening at all. He's like, talking. Hand me that back.
Does not like. Yeah, he just doesn't like.
Oh, that's Rich. Joe Rogan just actually never hears anything that they're saying.
No, not even
He's
that.
just like
just like
inner monologue.
A man jumped out of his skin next to him and started speaking an unknown tongue, and he's just like, "Oh, that's crazy." So like, what brought you to California? What you got? Like, he just like interview mode. Like he's not like he's like, listen. We're here for 2 hours. I'm getting.
He does an interview with the demon.
Yeah. He's like,
so what's up?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what happened.
So tell me
I
how
booked
you're
you for
trying
2
to.
hours, and
Yeah.
we're booked for 2. Let's go.
So you're trying to escape back to the material world? Oh, yeah. Well, it's crazy. They're trying to keep these demons inside these bodies.
It's actually he sits back down like regular after that. He's just like covered in gore. Well, actually, it's pretty crazy. And like, he hits the blunt again. Actually, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I've actually been living for 300,000 years, and
the language you heard me speaking is a old Sun people language, based off of galaxies away. There's a rock people planet, and it's like a sun person rock people combination, and I come off as what you humans say, a demon.
That's crazy, man. You got the clip of that gorilla?
Yeah, some good shit.
Demons are like, in my planet, we actually fuck gorillas.
Oh, that's interesting. You have a video of that? Oh, actually, I do. Red Band. The demon just like, he just takes control of his producer.
He gives the demon DMT and puts him in the sensory deprivation tank.
See, I'm so interested in like aliens and how they age, because I as I mentioned before, I am a fan of the Mandalorian, and I look at little Grogu, little Baby Yoda. They call him Baby Yoda, but he's technically 50 years old. He lives a long time, so it's like,
no, he's a baby.
But like, say Mandalorian was a creep, because he is a guy who's just on his own and shit, and he. Him and Grogu, he uses Grogu like a fleshlight, because there's a little Baby Yoda fleshlight out there. I know there is.
There's got to be as soon as that shit drops somewhere.
Is it pedophilia? Because despite the people who don't live in the galaxy far, far away, we call it Baby Yoda, but maybe out there they're like, oh, old cute thing.
I think that consent laws are planet to planet.
Yeah,
I think that it's like a very
Tatooine. Anything goes.
It might even be.
He finds you Baby Yoda on the wrong planet. All of a sudden, he hears, "Hey,
who are you here to see?
you came to meet a 50-year-old baby.
You're getting me a 15-year-old alien.
Did that baby? Why did you come here?
You send pictures of yourself without your mask to a child. Just imagine pissed.
Yeah, dude. Catching predators intergalactically.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, technically in my planet we don't have.
See the classic like
the sun does not reach our planet and we do not age.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's real convenient. That sounds real convenient.
The intergalactic loophole, the pedophile island of the galaxy.
Yeah.
That sounds real
does not
convenient.
exist. Yeah.
No, I would try to tell her that Garglox and humans should not be together, and that's why I came here.
If it happens at light speed.
You send pictures of your egg sac and your reproductive flap to a child. He's got the fucking helmet on. He's like the classic, like feet walking intro. He's just like kicking around on fucking space sand, just like low gravity too. Like, he's outside of a space for Walgreens.
It's never low gravity in Star Wars. They don't have that shit in space.
Yeah. Everything is like a regular.
How convenient.
Yeah, how fucking
convenient.
wow, dude. This whole shit's a sham.
All sham.
Oh, they'll float when they need to. How convenient.
How convenient. Oh, Luke can kind of fly? How convenient.
Oh, he just kissed his sister and it's just fine.
Everything's fine. They didn't know.
They didn't know.
Okay.
Hey, maybe if the foster care system in a galaxy far, far away was a little better, these sisters would not be
Talk
fun.
more forward into that.
You guys didn't know that was clearly the whole thing. It's a foster care allegory.
It's all about foster care.
It's about
all about promoting foster care.
good foster care system.
I must foster this child.
Or else your kids end up like maybe possibly fucking each other in the future.
The empire is the Catholic Church who traffics the foster children.
I mean, that kind of is like the bit, right? Yeah, it's like
They are trafficking the child.
Yes.
Werner Herzog is at the top.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Childhood trafficking.
You must
It's a complicated profession.
You must bring me the child as quickly as you can. What are you gonna do with it? do not ask questions you do not want the answers to. It's like, all right, man, you got those fucking bars. I'm going for it.
Yeah, they really. Yeah, he had fun with that role.
He had fun with it. He had a good time. Dude, Warner, what a fucking guy.
Yeah, seriously, he's been through it all.
Yeah. He's definitely like made a lot of films that are just like he's made films and he started doing the documentary shit because he was like, fuck it, I'm bored. but like, dude,
Werner Herzog eats a shoe. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I told my friend if he did successfully release his movie 1 year from that day, that I would eat my shoe. 1 year later, he took me up on it. It is like a whole thing. It's 25 minutes, but they spend
Dude,
like
what a
5 minutes
freak.
of him like looking at shoes, going, actually, this part tasted good. If he was like frying it,
Oh, he like tried to prepare it.
it was like a thing.
that
Like
cool?
he
What kind
did
of
it.
shoe
He
was
did
it?
it in
Did
like
he
a.
have just
He did
like
it in like a, not like on stage, but if it, at the bottom of like it's fucking like an all-purpose room, like some gym type shit, like a lecture room. Like people could come sit, but it's like
VFW.
Yeah.
He did it in a fucking.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up?
What the fuck is up?
So yeah, he eats the shoe
Dun, 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 dun.
piece by piece. Yeah, he boiled it, and then I think that they sort of fried it up a little bit. He picked the right shoe though.
Dude, what a champ, dude.
And
I love how he
Yeah.
like just what the fuck is that guy? He's like doesn't he still own Grizzly Man footage? And he's like, no, I'm never giving this to anyone else.
This is mine. This is mine only.
Yeah. He said it was too horrible, but he's like, I feel like he likes it. I feel like he's like,
It's too
yeah,
horrible
yeah.
for anyone but me to bear.
yeah. It's too hot for anyone else for me to handle.
He thinks that he has like the weight of the world on his shoulders because he's the only one who saw the Grizzly Man footage.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
I
probably
bear this
fucked.
burden for all humanity.
Yeah. I bear this for the world.
when I'm gone,
I alone, the one who must see this footage.
burn my tapes immediately. All of them, I said.
Never let anyone see this.
Yeah, just that's just when it's gonna happen. It comes up. Finally, the one you've all been heard about, Werner Herzog's the bear attack video.
yeah. It's just some fucking like CNN at this
Just
point.
how like they're releasing all the Prince music he didn't want released. It's just like,
yeah.
hey guys, we're breaking the rules.
We found a bunch of cassettes under his bed from high school, and that's now our next big release. Like Jimi Hendrix's, like the recorder he played that he kept next to the toilet.
yeah.
The poop sessions. You can just hear like John. You can just hear like John Lennon like taking a dump, like
Just
really
shitting in the back.
blasting off.
One is like, I alone own the last remaining copy of these tapes. No one can hear this but me. Dude, I love how he's just turning into a ghost in real time, and no one stops him. No one's like, hey man, you should check out like why you're like a whispery old dude. Like, a whispery, creepy old dude. Him or oh my god, rest in peace to H.R. Geiger, but fucking have you ever heard him speak before?
No.
Oh, it's
I don't think I've seen him.
insane. It's insane. Cause I think he's like I think German or something. I'm thinking he's German, but he speaks in German and he has a very like weird shout out voice, and he's just like I saw it on that fucking like Alejandro Jodorowsky's Dune like documentary or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he's like speaking there and he's just like Dagen Hogan,
Is he English?
No, he's German. Like he's German, so he's speaking German, but he just has this like raspy. Like, he speaks exactly like what you think H.R. Geiger would talk like. He's just like a creepy Sagen Hogan. It's like whoa, man! Like, holy shit.
I like the idea that a certain level of person can die spiritually, and their body just goes on for like another like 10 years. Like,
Oh yeah, that happened.
like-
That happened to HR for sure. He was.
it happened to him. Like
yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah.
She's got Gene Wilder.
Madonna got like
He died, and then
Madonna
people
got
were
like
like, what?
Freaky
He died?
Friday. She got like Freaky Friday with like some like TikTok like like a star. Like, that's what happened
That's
to
a good
Madonna.
point.
Something like supernatural happened to her.
Yeah, maybe she's just like is trying to steal her daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah,
You think
she
just
seems like a type.
She does seem like the type. Isn't she like dating some young guy?
She like getting jealous of
She
her.
could. Why not?
Yeah, why not? She's like, I'm dating a 15-year-old. You want to talk about some shit?
Oh yeah, dude.
Who are you here to see? What do you want?
Yeah,
Why
oh my
did
God.
you send pictures of your
Yeah,
60-year-old
we're gonna meet
nipples to
Madonna.
this 13-year-old boy?
She's the protagonist of fucking Licorice Pizza.
Oh
Is that
no! Yeah, the real this is a.
She auditioned.
They give like the Q based like the storyline that they're claiming it is.
yeah.
They're like, it's really all about a 15-year-old and
I know,
25-year-old.
She's
We're
like-
not making it a small plot anymore. This is a whole coming of age with CUM.
Yeah. She's like, I can play 22. I swear to God, I can play 22.
Yeah.
And they're like, it would be a good name for the movie. But like, what the fuck? I can't believe that. Who's that? Paul Thomas Anderson? Is
Yes.
that guy? Yeah. Honestly, like, I mean, probably I don't know, most acclaimed of the Andersons who make films. But like, god damn it, probably the dumbest. Like, and you're dumber than Paul W.S. Anderson, who is like a fucking hack pretty much. Like, yeah.
I mean, Wes.
Oh yeah. Well, Wes is like, there's always a certain point in a Wes Anderson movie where I just want to like get up and punch a fucking wall, like
okay,
without
yeah.
fail. I'm just like, what is this shit? Like, so fucking annoying sometimes. It's like so.
Yeah.
I feel like I rarely use this word. So twee. So
I
just
think
like,
I've heard you say, I
Twee.
rarely use this word, so twee before.
This motherfucker tweeting it up right now.
Yeah,
You
it's very
can't just go
like-
around saying twee.
Yeah, dude.
People say twee.
And I know, but
What
if you-
people?
You can't preface with, you can't preface
people.
me and my
These
boys.
people do not exist. And if they do exist, please contact us at
I wasn't-
732-421.
I was in
Saying,
black,
I got
you know what I
you.
mean? I was up on 145 and I'm like, me and my niggas outside filming a little video, some shit. We got a chill man on, chicken mail on. I see this white bitch going to an apartment. I'm like, look at this twee ass bitch over here. My niggas
bitch.
like, hell yeah.
That's not what I
All
was.
my brothers say twee.
yeah. Oh, my niggas hate the word twee. Fucking shit, dude. But yeah, it's very twee. But I don't know. I feel like just like, Paul, which one is it? Thomas Anderson? It's just like, dude, you gotta be so up your own, like not like, dude, head in the game. Like, you can't be making movies like this right now.
Just make like classic,
this shit came out around the same time as like Ghislaine Maxwell being on trial. It's like you gotta not, you
oh,
gotta have
right,
some awareness of
I
like,
think that's even more the reason to do it.
oh yeah. He's like, this will pop.
He's like, this is what we're talking about.
I don't know, man. I feel like he just had a touch, or I don't know.
You got a
Who
history
knows?
of
You know
putting
what?
child fucking
We're talking
in
about
his
a movie.
movies.
We haven't even seen it. We
Yeah.
might come to the end and be like, well, now that we have seen it, we understand where he's going with it, and bravo.
Yeah, we loved it.
Bravo, we loved
not,
it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the shit that like your aunt shares on Facebook. That
Oh no,
was
no,
like
no.
the
I
way
don't-
they summarized the
I don't
movie.
think it's some shit with like some cuties craze where they're like, it's fucking, I don't even think it's like that. Yeah, but I don't know.
Cutie.
Cuties is, Cuties is a interesting one.
It's always you're always drawing on a thin line when you're making the main characters of your program.
Yeah, children.
Cheerleaders.
Yeah. I
Or
think gonna say
dancers.
They're
children in
dancers.
general,
Yeah,
but-
they dance.
Even worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Dancing like
children in
adults.
general, but it's
I
like,
don't
yeah,
like dancing.
You can't like, unless you're doing some sort of like Hawk Jones shit where like the bit is that children are playing adult. You ever see Hawk Jones? It's like
I've heard.
it's kids, but they're playing like adult detectives and shit.
Yeah.
yeah. Unless you're doing a bit like that, it's like don't have kids in your fucking your movie.
But also, I don't
People
need
are gonna
my children being adult. It's like there's plenty of adult actors who.
It's funny. There's pretty funny bits in that movie. Like there's an old lady, like there's a bank robbery, and there's an old lady, and the old lady is like the youngest child on the set. It's like, all right, that's
All
fun.
right, I'll give them that. They get the pass.
Yeah,
But
that's
if I
so good.
find out any of you fucking producers touch those kids, I will give you a
I will
handshake.
hunt you down.
Oh, I mean, hunt you
I will
down.
find you.
I'll find you.
Get you.
I'll take your hard drive.
yeah. And, give it to the authorities.
Give it to the proper authorities to take over the matter. I don't get involved with this stuff.
But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I haven't seen the movie. But what is it? Wasn't it like isn't it like set in the 70s or whatever?
Yes.
Dude, I feel like I say this all the time, but like the 70s was like, all right. Since we're on like the topic of like like I feel like this people in America just fucked kids all the time up until like the 80s. Like the 70s was like it was still cool. People would just show up to a party with like a 16-year-old girl, and she'd be all like, oh well, I just wasn't into school, and everyone would be like, that's groovy. Like, this is fine.
He left his stepdaughter at school. He picked me up instead.
I feel like in the 70s, people were probably still also dying pretty early. So they're just like, 16 is only half my age.
What? Vietnam?
You never know how they're gonna go.
It's just like shitty. I mean, think about it. Like back in the day, there was a point for decades where if you got in a car accident, you were fucking dying or getting like fucked up.
Your car would
So
blow up.
that alone, you think about like California, how many like car accidents. People were drinking and driving since the invention of cars. So people are like, I mean, we have a lot of distractions while driving now, but like, can you imagine like fucking what they were doing back then?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine sometimes
you could
what
just
it was
get
like
into
to
a
do
car
a long
accident,
drive.
your Pinto would just blow the fuck up, or like your fucking
Driving on the side of a cliff, they haven't built the railing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot more careening happening
no
back
real
then.
safety. Yeah, a lot of the. I mean, I feel like the roads are
No airbags.
And I don't know what the deal with like. I feel like you got cancer back then. That's pretty much
and
you're
and
fucked.
They hadn't even discovered cancer until like the 60s.
So
But I mean, the thing of like it's fine to like be with someone who's young was like a thing that was like just a part of fucking America for mad long, and just like like I've said, like,
but I don't think just America.
Well, the world, but
The
it's just
world,
like,
yeah.
So it is like. Yeah, no one ever had the conversation until like the 80s of like, this is fucked up. Like, if you do that shit in the 80s, you came to a fucking party with a 16-year-old girl, they're like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Like, we're all doing blow. Like, this fucking girl out of here.
Because now, maybe starting in the 80s, you would be in trouble. You would get the law.
I feel like that's what I feel like.
Involved.
Child laws just were invented.
In the 70s, the cop would show up and be like, yeah, whatever.
Well,
in the 80s, he'd be like,
yeah,
I gotta
but like, the whole
take you in
culture was
on
just
that.
fucked up until like for a while, forever, until like people were like, oh, this is like a wrong thing. Dude, think about all the fucking like bands. Like, all
In
these,
the
like,
80s, the
all
cops.
these fucking like big 70s bands and shit that would just like have like groupies that were like fucking 14, 15. Like, it's like, sick shit.
It's interesting because you even think like if you had the church and your family's blessing, like who's to question it?
Yeah, that kind of shit too. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna marry this underage. Yeah, it's like,
No, by the time the 80s hit, everybody did coke, so the cops showed up and they're like, no, this is fucked up. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Pedophilia.
I also think I think maybe the meta chains,
right
they
away.
were just like, I don't know, I don't know.
Got little kids.
Yeah, dude. I guess maybe the whole like moral panic thing really shifted that shit too. We're like, I also think just like more protective laws for kids.
Probably also
But I
just
don't know
like
shit. I'm an idiot.
education as well.
Yeah, just like,
becoming more available. Like
Oh, right. The kids who got touched started putting that shit in schools.
And
Here's what you do to not get touched by
true,
creeps.
yeah, more public safety efforts.
Yeah, a lot more like public like.
VHS videos showing you what
These
to avoid.
goddamn schools teaching kids what to do when the strangers roll up and see if they wanted to go for a little ride.
See, I'm fucked up,
Used to
and
work in the 50s like a charm.
Yeah.
yes, it was like if you're a teenage boy, do not let older men pick you up.
yeah. Don't talk to older
They
men.
are a part of a subculture called the homosexuals.
yeah, just like yeah, just fucking like a.
They were sent here by Russians.
But dude, that's what I mean talking about the old timey shit. Any movie star you've seen like, or any sort of like prominent like anyone you've seen like in Technicolor. Probably fucked a child allegedly. like any Technicolor like movie star or whatever.
Oh yeah, that new color
that
shit.
era, black and white for sure.
Yeah, but I'm
like,
sure we also
Technicolor,
talked to the child. They're like,
that
they
early
weren't even
color
my
TV
best
shows.
lay at the time.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like it was like just a fucked up like culture, like a just fucked up thing that I don't know existed for a long ass time. But now we got good people here. We got people on the streets catching them.
Oh
We got
no!
people on the streets getting them, dude.
Yeah, I got kicked out of my local predator union. Turns out I thought I could scoop up some of age people as well. You know, just turns out I'm just a kink shamer.
Wow.
Me personally, I kind of stumbled into the hobby.
What
Can we call it more of a lifestyle?
the amateur pedophile?
The amateur pedophile exposer. Ew.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. But yeah, I hate when that happens. Sometimes you just get trapped getting chatted
Yeah,
with
you just get
online as a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're doing that, pedophiles come in your inbox. And
Dude, it's funny because like I can't stop. I think my friend Shadow Justin gave me like which started showing me these videos And like, at first it's just like, kind of like, oh, whoa. Because, there's something, no matter what, there's something uncomfortable about watching someone's life just turn to fucking ashes. Like, just like them just like watch it all come crashing down. But like, there's just so much. But then it's like, you can't, these guys are like on the weirdest apps, like on the weirdest possible apps, trying to talk to kids and then meeting up with them at a fucking Dollar General in fucking Ohio or some shit.
We were going
like,
to trade Club Penguins.
It's like you're a piece of shit, like for sure.
They are questionable apps. You almost have to wonder, like, is this just like pedophiles and cartel members that use these things?
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck are on these weird ass apps? Like, I haven't heard of half of these things. I remember you looked one up and it was like, that's enough for 20. I think that's like a.
It's 2012.
Yeah, it was like,
Whisper.
No, for 2012. It's like,
shout out Whisper.
Why don't you just whisper at me?
Actually, don't shout out Whisper.
Very sketchy.
Another great thing about Whisper is when you look it up, multiple articles associating it with child rape.
Well, well, see, that's why they were like, we got to do our
Which
part.
is crazy. Like, I didn't hear about that shit in 2012. I was kind of a child back then.
Were you?
I was 22.
Well, our parents were protecting
I was not kind of a
so
child.
22 that I was a
you
child.
were a grown ass man.
Man,
You remember
I thought cookie butter was the same as peanut butter.
You're like, this is fine.
This is fine. Even buffalo chicken pizza every night.
Yeah, man. These and then sorry.
It would be sick though if the predators.
Sick burp.
Hey, nice burp, man.
Mm-hmm, big burp.
It would be sick if the predators like caught a guy and the guy is just so like fucking down, like just so fucked up. He's just like, dude, just fucking help me. I want to help you. I want to catch predators with you. Like they
turned out to be the best child predator catcher there was.
I've seen one where they fuck up and just like walk up on this guy who they like mistakenly accuse her, like, yo, like, well, this is your phone. Let me talk to 14. And he's like, nah, yo, like, I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm going to detox. I've been to jail and shit. I don't fuck with that. Like, like, and they just like, they're like looking at the
wrong
phone,
guy.
like looking at the pictures and shit. And they're like, oh, this is like the wrong guy. But he's like, yo, I would love to come with y'all and help like bashing the pedophiles' heads. I was like, yeah. They got a writer now. Yeah.
I was thinking about
I would love to come with
to
y'all
catch a
bash
thief,
that.
to catch a predator. Like that's the name of the show. So technically, if they're going to do it, to catch a thief is like you need a thief to catch a thief. So you need a predator.
They get like the Hannibal
Chris
Lecter
Hansen did get
pedophiles.
Chris Hansen, a little suspicious guy,
They wheel out the Hannibal Lecter pedophiles. He just has he's got like a codpiece on and the mask, and he's like, hello, Clary. Of course he's British because they're like the elite pedophiles. Like,
the elites are like British, but also they lived in America for a little while.
No, he came
suspicious.
Came over here because it's easy. Yeah, we'll care about children over here. But yeah, they just wheel out the Hannibal Lecter. They need him to solve these cases. Like,
the pedophiles hang out at the mall.
But I bet you figured that out already, Clarice.
I bet you thought that they come here from Europe and
you're
go
straight
to Florida.
No, he's talking to the fucking dumbass Ohio guys, and he's like, "So where these people at? I mean, I don't get it. Dude, I remember when they were catching they're catching some guy. And like the dumb one, the real fucking dope looking one, would just start screaming. He was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's just like, you're not the one who should be screaming that. Like the guy you caught should be yelling that shit.
It is funny, yeah.
These guys, oh man.
They'll be yelling at the predators. So like, just admit that you're a predator. Admit that you have a problem.
Yeah, dude, it's oh man. There's I think my favorite might be the fuck. Oh man. Sorry, I was gonna say I think my favorite might be the dumb Ohio guys, but there's also that Canadian dude.
I blame the COVID.
The Canadian dude who caught the little guy. Yeah.
My god, yeah. And he was just like knocking on the door so loud. The next door neighbor comes in. He's like, "Oh, just please go back inside."
No, he knocked on the wrong door first.
Yeah. Right. He was politely telling her to fuck off afterwards. He's like, if you could just go back inside. Yeah, I'm
just
done.
Go back in your home. Go back in your home. All
He's
right?
chatting with my 15-year-old niece.
I'm just talking to my friend here. Just go back in your home. All right.
Yeah, it's no problem right now.
That poor woman.
Those guys actually are.
Poor woman. She's just like, he's my best friend and my neighbor. He's like, this guy's your fucking best friend.
Whoa. Can you imagine the plot twist?
She takes care of that guy. Like
something. There's some arrangement. Like he spends his disability on her or something weird. It's gotta be. There's gotta be.
It just hit me.
What?
That like the guy, whenever the CP catcher goes to the little Canadian guy's house. The Canadian guy's like, no, I didn't do it. No. Maybe it's the neighbor posing as him. And that's why whenever the CP catcher comes to, she's like, oh.
He just has a gut feeling. He's such a good CP catcher.
Yeah.
And he has a
She's
gut
weird,
feeling
too.
he wants to
Went
knock
straight
on
to
her
the
door
door
first.
and was like, oh.
Yeah.
She's probably helping him make the accounts and shit.
Dude, they're fucking like trailer trash Ghislaine and Jeffrey.
Yeah, dude, they're like the lowest rent. Yeah, the lowest rent.
Shitty Hamilton, Canada. Ghislaine and Jeff.
It's you and me.
She's just like, he's just
Elaine
lonely,
and
so he
Jeffrey
goes
to
on the
the end.
apps. He's
He
lonely.
goes on the apps. I gave
just
him
lonely, so
a
he goes
list of
on the
apps to
apps.
go on.
yeah.
Oh my
I told them go on Kijiji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, that's like a fucking selling like website, and it's just like, how
So
are
you're
you
Canadian
How are
Amazon?
you finding children on there? Like,
It could be like Craigslist-y type of thing, you know?
I think it is, but it's just is like, how are you like, why does your pedophile catch next into like Etsy pretty much? Like, why are you like?
I don't know. It's like deep fishing. It's like deep sea fishing.
What are you like? I'm 15. I'm selling pussy. Like, what are you like? What the fuck are you like?
I'm 15,
on there saying,
and I got pussy.
yeah, like I wonder
For predators.
I wonder what the ad was that he decided to hit this girl up. Like, yeah, no, it's fine.
Hey, oh yeah. Sometimes he's like, I need a babysitter. I like the one where the predator's like, I'm 15.
yeah.
I've seen ones where they're like 18 and he's just like, my life is over.
It is funny when they catch like the
yikes.
19-year-old ones.
Got his ass. Well, just listen. Don't
Who
do
you
that.
here to see? Who you
Who you here to see?
1913?
Yeah, the dude
I don't know,
usually-
man.
I
Think
seen
about
a
it.
good one where a guy was just trying to get a 14-year-old to have a threesome with him and his girlfriend. But he was like, you have to tell my girlfriend you're 19 or her parents aren't going to let you in. And he's like cross-eyed and shit. And they follow him to his house.
Oh, that
And the whole
guy.
time he's like, I'm such a fucking idiot. I was just trying to get my fucking dick sucked with another girl with my bitch. I was trying to have a threesome with my bitch, and now she's going to break up with me.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's what I mean. The shit these
Wow.
guys say, like they don't even like a little guy was just like, okay, I'm gonna leave messages and it's over and I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
and he's like,
No
dude,
more
if this was-
messages to you,
If
the
this
guy
was
who
a guy
posed.
that was coming here to really hurt you, is that really like what you got? That's like that's all you got. Like, it's okay, I'm gonna leave messages and
Oh
we're
my
done.
God.
And it's over. Like, you know
just-
what I mean? Like if some guy really came
How
here
many
to pummel
times did
you
they
about
get him?
this,
After
like,
the third or fourth time, he's going to get a gun, man.
oh yeah. I mean, after the third, I love
After they ran up on him at the
I
car
love the progression.
dealership.
Oh man, I love that one, dude. I love it. The first time he's like, oh, kind of seems kind of just like when being like pitiful. The second time he's a bit more like, no, like, oh shit, like you're here again, like please don't. The third
Yeah.
time he's like, you're not supposed to be doing all this. Like,
Yeah,
he's like,
he
someone
had
told-
someone explain the
Someone
law.
told him his rights. Yeah.
I went on r/legal advice and
someone told him his rights, and he's just like, oh man, like you know, like. And then the fourth time they run up on him in the car shop, and he just goes ballistic. Like, he goes absolutely insane.
And the cop has to be like, oh, so there's no 14-year-old girl he's talking to.
Yeah. He's
Sir,
like,
it is
"So
just
was-
you
so was
impersonating a
you?"
14-year-old.
yo, could you stop doing that?
Yeah, and you're following this man.
Dude, I love it, man. These guys always.
But
are
this
just
man, and they're like, this man hasn't met up with a 14-year-old. No, but he's trying to.
He's
Then there's,
texting
like,
my
the-
15-year-old niece. Is he texting your 15-year-old niece? He's texting me.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. And then there's like,
But I said I was 15.
that the Canadian guy is another good one. But then there's like I don't even remember his name. He's just like a bigger guy with like a red beard, and he's like the problematic one. Like he's like the like homophobic, like fucking like just like real like dude. Like he
Shout
like
out redheads.
I remember seeing like the end of like I guess it was live because they didn't edit any this shit out. But like like he like ran into a Pizza Hut, and I guess one of the guys in the back was like some dude he caught or whatever, and he's like, "You come out, man! Like you know, just like harass him, like you're pedophile, you know, trying to get him out." And like the poor manager up front is just like, "Listen, go to the proper channels, like blah blah blah. Like this is like I can't like you know." And it's like I'm sure for her, she's like, I just got this job as a fucking Pizza Hut manager. It is my third day. I have one guy in the back who's doing dishes, cooking the pizza, and sometimes doing fucking deliveries. It's a lunch rush. I cannot have this guy. I cannot have this guy get busted.
The only alternative to that is just going, yeah, get his ass.
Yeah.
It's like also helping catch him, stuff him in the back of a car or something.
Dude, she's like, I'm not going back to Planet Fitness. I swear to God, I'm not going back to fucking like. I'm keeping this Pizza Hut job. It's fine. I get pizza take home sometime. I'm not losing this shit. So she like fucking takes him in the back, and he's just like, oh, you're gonna defend this guy? Or defend it? And, dude, that's the thing that's always funny about them is like, they just run into like just some like poor establishment, and whenever like management comes down, it's like, hey, they're like, you're trying to defend this guy? You're sick. I can't believe you. And it's just like, no.
Hey,
dude.
everyone, this person's has a pedophile cooking on your pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't touch her. He runs out of the kitchen back into the dining room. There's a pedo back there.
Yeah, it's like that's why I wonder why people don't want you in their business. I wonder why the Walmart manager was like, "Could you please leave?" like I doubt people want to know there's another
Stacy,
there's a pedophile.
Walmart manager of Middleburg is a fucking child molester protector.
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm assuming she doesn't want people in her Walmart to think there's a pedophile in the store. She probably wants you to cut it the fuck out. Yeah,
she's like, can you just settle that outside?
But yeah, this guy just run into like a
can't have you on the property.
I can't.
Yeah, he's running into a fucking pizza.
I can't have
Hut.
you doing this as self-checkout.
Yeah, he
She's
calls
like,
in the
at least
backlog.
like when you guys are both outside, I don't care. The parking lot is your fucking deal, but you gotta get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. That's just so funny. But Pizza Hut guy, problematic Pizza Hut guy. He's like, he's like, he's there with like a crew or whatever, and he's like yelling like, oh, I can't believe protecting him. He's like using a real name on. He's like, no, or whatever. It's a video out there. I don't care. But he's like, I can't believe you're weird. I can't believe you guys fucking. He's like, I can't believe I'm here. You guys are just being a bunch of weird faggots, and like his crew members just like. Could we not say that? Just like immediately is like, dude, like
which guy?
Like the little bit of like goodwill we're trying to like
we need the gay community behind us. If we're
they're like a
catch
little
these
bit of
predators.
goodwill we have out. Like you're just crushing it by being a horrible dude. Like it's like, could you not? But it's just so funny. Just like super just problematic. So that guy will definitely. He's gonna get like arrested or something.
I do.
He's gonna get like a hate crime, like something crazy.
Do you like the one video we saw where it was like he's like, yo, and your son is gay? He's like, I got no problem with him being gay. Dude, it's the child.
It's like some like some family and they're like adult son, and by adult I mean this guy. He has gray hair. He's like he's got to be in his 50s, 60s. And they're like, trying to like, I guess like gay shame him, whatever. They tell him like,
out him.
Out him, and like his family comes back and they're like, tell him about all the he's like with the young one person. Like, oh, also he's like gay. Do you know he's gay? And it's like this poor old like they live in a trailer in Indiana.
Also, he's gay.
They live in a trailer in Indiana.
Totally unnecessary.
Yeah, totally completely. Yeah, and they're like, they live in a trailer in fucking Indiana, and they're just like. Well, we don't got no problem with that, but it's a child thing. So it's like they're getting out progressive by just like, just like the poorest, like people who should be Trump people. They're just like, well, we ain't got no problem with that, but it's a child thing. That really, like, just completely embarrassing.
You've come a long way.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I love it. These guys, it's like the worst guys that do it, but like they just like. I remember the stupid Ohio guys I fucking that are pretty funny, or like
they're pretty funny.
Yeah, dude, they just are like the dumbest dudes.
Who are just like ruining the police's like actual things.
Yeah, but I was gonna say there's like a time where he's like talking to some guy and he's like, oh, I don't know. Like, he's like, why are you doing this? He's like, I don't know. My dad died, blah blah. And he's like, hey, my mom died, and I'm here doing this. And I was like. That's it. I was like, you're definitely. I was watching it with a friend of mine that was like, used to be like a ex-heroin guy or whatever, and he was just like, he looked at them like for a minute and a half, and he was like, these guys are ex-dope dudes, like for sure. He's like, they are like fresh recovery guy, and I was like, that's why you're doing this. He's like, last time your mom saw you before she died, you were like in intake in a fucking jail cell, heroin stuffed up your ass because you were bringing it into jail, like like you were deep in the game.
See, that's what must be sad about these dads against predators. They get so caught up in the catching predator life that they start losing their time with their children that they're trying to protect so much.
They're on the road so much. It's like, are you really?
One day they walk into their child's room and there they are with a 39-year-old man. They're like, sorry, Dad, but you weren't around.
I needed someone to fill this void.
And like that predator is the one who like actually is like, I just wanted to come here and tell her how wrong it is. And she's doing this.
Actually, I was hoping you show up because I'm
like,
trying to fight.
This predator, I learned more from him and his problems. We talked it out. He's going to therapy. Something you could use, Dad.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, it turns out all the footage that they had, the court would not take it into account when he was trying to get his kids back.
Oh, never.
Look at all my work I'm doing against to protect the children. They're like, sir.
Yeah,
the cops told you they don't like that.
At tax season, he just like sends out his YouTube account. He's like, so how much can I write off for all the community service I've been doing?
Yeah, dude, I love the way they like, when they're doing their things, they'll be like, because they never go like a soft, like they're never like, oh, I'm like 17, something that might be legal in some states. It's always like, I'm like 13 or something, like 12. But the conversation they're having with people are like that of like a 40-year-old guy, like bartender. They're just like, hey man, they're like, oh, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, just another day at work. They're like, oh, how's it down at the steel mill? I heard they've been fucking you over for promotion again. You really deserve it, man. It's like, what child talked about that kind of shit? Like, kids are just like, oh, school is bullshit. Yeah, they're not like fucking interested in your fucking day-to-day like bullshit grind life. Like,
they're making references to like early 90s sitcoms and shit.
Yeah, they just have like knowledge way beyond their fucking years. Yeah. This guy's still trying getting it.
It would be funny they start using TikTok to catch. Like, look at my sick dances.
Eventually they're gonna get kicked off these platforms. You can't just like.
They'll go to Trump's platforms.
You can't just pretend to be a child ever on the internet.
The fucking libs want us to fuck kids.
I'm surprised there's not. So, yeah. I'm surprised there's not a fucking a law against impersonating someone underage.
I'm sure in one of the states.
Probably in the UK. Probably.
It's probably like Alaska. Like, we ain't having you faking your age.
Yeah. They don't got no kids in Alaska. There's like 3 children and all.
Yeah, they all live in the woods.
And they're all like sacrifices for like whatever like mountain fucking demon.
Dude.
Oh, it's Elon. It's the Elon demon. If you guys can understand, that means I'm hearing language again, and I'm here for your children.
Oh yeah, it's
sick.
Here the children.
Did you hear that? Is that the Elon demon?
Elon demon?
Elon demon? I'm not here to meet anybody, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? I think we're gonna have to cut this one short. If you hear any rumors about me in the next couple of weeks or two, you didn't see. It's false. Bye.
Peace out, guys. Check us out. Hit us up on Xbox. Everything will be in description. And make sure, if you guys live in New Jersey, to hit me up, send me a message or something. Maybe I'll give you my number if you message me. Come down here to New Jersey and get smoked out for free. And be on YouTube with us. Peace out, guys. And for 420, we smoke like a pound or an ounce on you guys. And it's crazy. All right, peace out. Peace. I'm getting medical marijuana.